Movies and Martinis celebrates women and diversity in the entertainment world
by ranking trending movies, shows, and books
with two completely different perspectives and ranked by delicious martinis.
Listen to find out how many martinis we felt it was worth.
And learn about the women who have written, performed, and/or directed in everything we have rated.
A new episode is available every Thursday on your favorite podcast platform and YouTube. What's up, everyone? Welcome to our podcast. I'm Priya.
I'm Mercy. Hi, Priya. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing very good. Very good. 2025 is taking care of me. How's your 2025 going so far?
I'm here.
Well, that's Cheers. Good. I mean, the alternative would suck.
So, yes, it would. Or maybe it wouldn't. I don't know.
Yes, Priya, it would. It's a good thing that you're here. I'm glad that you're here.
Yes. Now, before we even start, Mercy, I want to encourage our listeners and our followers to hit the like and subscribe button because, y'all, we want to continue making great content for you in 2025, and we need your support. Hit the like and share button and subscribe right now.
Yes,
okay.
That would really help us. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
And then before we continue,
go ahead.
Before we continue, total spoiler alert here if you haven't watched what we're going to talk about. So before Priya even starts talking about the amazing show that we're going to talk about, total spoiler alert. So cover your ears, like we tell you all the time. And come right back if you haven't watched it, but it's a must watch. So Priya, tell us all about it.
Yeah. So today we're talking about The Madness. It's a series. Yes, a series from Netflix. So Mercy, why don't you tell our listeners and our viewers a little bit about it?
Oh, so this show was really good. I've got to be really honest with you. It took me a little bit. Well, I was into it pretty quick. It took Billy a little bit to get into it. My husband, a little bit to get into it. He thought it was like a little too much. But it was good. It's a good show. It's again, spoiler alert. It's about this TV executive or TV
personality
talk show host. Personality. They just need to get away and rent a cabin in the middle of nowhere to get away from everything, and runs into a neighbor, a stranger, and he loses his power. He ends up going for help next door because he has no Wi-Fi, no anything. I guess he just wants to know, hey, did you lose your power too, kind of thing. That's right off the bat in the beginning of the show. And he witnesses like a gruesome murder. And that just snowballs effect. It has a snowball effect, just going on and on and on. And it just goes crazy, taking turns, just crazy turns all over the place. And there's just so many different things going on between the dynamics of his personal family, his career. The whole plot is crazy with why this is happening, I don't know. It's just insane. And, who's really FBI, who's not FBI? Are the cops in it? Are they not in it? Is this a white supremacist group? Is it not? Is it about him? Is it not about him? There's just so many different ways that it can go that it has you at the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
So it's really good. How did you feel about it? Like, what was your favorite part of it, Priya?
Okay. Well, I mean, I think my favorite part was watching the main character, Coleman Domingo. I love him. He used to be in the Walking Dead franchise. That's where I first saw his acting. And since then, every show or movie he's been in, he's just been phenomenal. He's
He's a huge theater personality, by the way. Huge Broadway personality.
Yes. And he's such a great actor. I guess he's so good on and off on the stage for theater and also on the screen for movies and shows. He's so good. So he was my favorite part of this show, The Madness.
I'm with you.
Yeah. So you talk about twists and turns, like even up to the very last episode, you're like, what?
What? Every time you think you know what's happening, it's not.
It's not. Yeah. So the guy that ends up dying, his neighbor next to him in the woods, he was talk about brutally. He was chopped up into pieces, y'all. And his bodies were like strewn all over the shed on a plastic bag. So the murderers were primed and ready to like do their thing without having spillage. That's how gruesome it was. And it turns out the guy was the head of a white supremacist gang. And he had no idea this guy was, because the guy was being friendly with him. So talk about wolf in sheep's clothing. And then, so the murderers are right there. So he turns around, tries to leave the shed, maybe call for help. I don't know what he was trying to do, but the murderers were there. They had ski masks on, and then he ends up like bolting into the woods, running. And then one of the murderers catches up with him, and he ends up killing that guy in like a swampish kind of situation. Then he escapes, and then he collapses in the woods, gets knocked out, and he wakes up, tries to get help, and all of a sudden he's like arrested because they think he did it. And he has no idea at that point like who the guy is until they tell him in the jail, this is a white supremacist leader. You wanted to kill him, because you're a black guy. Like, it was like the perfect framing for this murder. And
he seems to do all the right things, but everything backfires on him.
Yeah, he's trying to help himself. He's trying to figure out who did it, who was trying to frame him, what's behind all of it. And it turns out like there's a tech company, and I can't even remember the name of it, but there's a tech company that's like behind everything. They're the ones paying off politicians, paying off law enforcement, trying to get people killed, and they're the ones that hired these people to eventually kill this white supremacist guy, because the white supremacist guy was in cahoots with the company. It was just madness.
Okay, so I have a fun fact while I'm listening to you here.
Okay, go ahead, shoot.
So that we're like super crazy about books, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering, as I'm listening to you, I'm like, wait a second, we never actually wondered if this was a book at first. Was this a book, right? Uh-huh. So I was Googling it because that's what we do. We Google crap. So it says, no, the Netflix series The Madness is not based on a specific book. It is a fictional story, although it draws inspiration from real world political and social issues, particularly regarding to media manipulation and extremist ideologies, making it seem like it could be based on true events, but there is no single source for this show.
Oh, I 100% believe it, because the whole time I was thinking this. Yeah.
This is why the show is so good.
Yep. The whole time I'm like, oh, this sounds a lot like what we've been dealing with,
This could be. I could see this happening. This could be, right?
Yeah.
I'm with you. I could see it. Yeah. How many martinis would you give it?
I would give it like four martinis. Definitely 4 martinis.
Okay,
it was good.
Too.
It was a slow start. It was a slow start, then it picked up. And again, I loved watching Coleman in his role. It was really good.
More than 3, definitely more than 3, but it wouldn't make it to 5, although he was a 5 as an actor. He got a 5 in my book.
Yes, I agree with that.
So he as an actor was 100% a 5. But yeah, the plot itself in the show was probably a 4. We're being generous, but it was a good show. I mean, it's an entertaining show, and if you like action, it was good. It keeps you there, entertained and engaged.
Well, I don't see. So, guys, if you're watching this, I don't see you sitting down and binging this all in one night, because I know I didn't. And you love mystery, crime shows. Did you binge it all in one night?
I did it in 2 nights, because I started it late at night, so I did half and half.
Yeah, so I did it over several days, because I had to stop, I had to do stuff. I was tired, fell asleep, whatever. But I wasn't inclined to like try to binge it the whole night. But I definitely
did a lot of gift wrapping. So a lot of my gift wrapping during the holidays, I was watching a lot of different shows, so it worked out.
Yeah. Hence why you had such a long list in Open Bar.
Yeah, that's a lot of gift wrapping I did. Exactly. Yeah. So it worked out. It was.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching and being here with us. Check out The Madness, starring Coleman Domingo, on Netflix. We both gave it 4 martinis. Like, share, follow, subscribe, all that great stuff. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.